anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Troy Trojans offense has the ball first today. They're always to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So UAB's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy...
What a cut! Now he's loose. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Touchdown, UAB. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw at Stanley. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He might want another play. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Good blocking, good running. Pick up a 6 out to the 30. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Stanley. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Offense working from the pistol. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicholson.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The offense changing the play. Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Fires to the big fella. There he goes! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on its way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. It's a draw. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They boot it away. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Bean. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What a
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Rushes on him. He's got him. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. To the air on first down. Pulls it in.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Runs through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. Number 19 on to kick it away.
They punt it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UAB.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bean. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. On the run, it's Nicholson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Finding open areas. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Blazers are flying down the field. Quarterback may change this route. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. For the marker on the ground. After the filthy move, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's Prince. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stanley. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. He leaves it with his back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Blazers will line it up on first and 10. Power football with the run. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on there, they had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go to the air, setting up the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UAB. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 27 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UAB!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. Past the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. Ready to try the point after.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blazers trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's looking to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to...
Touchdown, Blazers! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Stanley. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Red 18. Red 18.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Wilcox. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Nicholson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
extra point.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.